Hey everybody. Don't mind if my voice is a little bit raspy, if it sounds a little raspy. I'm kind of recovering from a cold. This is kind of like a little mini rant video from a fight that I actually think is the worst in the game, but then I got thinking about it later. I think there's a fight in the combat simulator that's even worse than this. The Mind Flare one or something like that. That one sucks. So I think that fight might be worse than this one. But this is like a day later, so I'm not as salty as I was yesterday when I was doing this. But holy crap, this thing was grating on my nerves. Because it felt like any strategy that I did was like hard countered by these guys. Especially when both of them are active. When it's just one of them, it's not a big deal. But when you got to deal with both of them, oh my god, it's a pain in the ass. And that's why I kind of ended up using Red 13 in this fight. Because I figured just like going defense is probably the best bet, because when I tried to go aggressive at Cloud, it didn't work. I would just get run over, and the biggest thing that I hated about it was like when they would run, you can get rolled over, as you saw what happened there. And luckily for me, they didn't do it like 4 or 5 more times, because there would be times where I was stun looped, where if they were running and they hit me, it didn't matter if I was blocking. At least it felt that way. I was fairly certain I'd be blocking on some of those attacks, and like if they were running and they hit me, I'm just stun locked until they were finished. And yeah, it's insane. And it's like, if you want to be aggressive, have fun with that, because they'll probably throat chomp you. You're gonna get hit with their whipping attacks, which, as you see, like lay down these little glowy pools or something like that that give them buffs. And you can steal those buffs, but you gotta wait for it to turn into like a little orb, and it'll start tracking towards the enemy. And you can steal it before they grab it, so you can take their buffs. As you can see down on Red's health bar, I have the buffs. Like I never casted Bravery or Faith or Protection or and stuff. And this guy's got regen on him. But yeah, like overall, I don't know. Like this fight felt very luck dependent, and I don't like that about fights, because I don't mind challenging fights, but like when it feels as though you have to be dependent on luck to help you win it, I don't think that's a very good thing. So like what I ended up doing, and even if me explaining this, it's not going to be like foolproof. It's definitely not going to be foolproof. It's not going to be 100% guarantee you're going to win this fight, but I put elemental and fire materia on the claws. I could have used Ifrit instead of Titan. Ifrit would have done more damage, because these guys are both weak to fire damage, so that's why I put the elemental materia fire on there. And really after that, there's not really too much that I'd say is gonna like guarantee that you win, because the weapon that I'm using is a late game weapon. It's a weapon you get from the final dungeon of the game. I'm not gonna spoil what it is in case you haven't gotten there, but one of the weapon abilities that it has is that like every time I block, I build up limit break. So that's kind of what I did. So that way I could use limit breaks more often to kind of give me immunity frames. That's what I was doing. And then I definitely would summon too. Maybe bring Ifrit if you can. Other than that, there's not really too much that I can really explain or recommend to help you with this, other than I'd say like bang your head against the wall, and I guess hope for the best, because this fight sucks. And I might talk about that other fight that ends up being the worst in the game. So it's just a little mini rant, and I kind of wanted to get this off my chest. So I don't know if this is gonna help. I guess you can watch what I did, but yeah, good luck guys.